Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 32 of The Path to 1 Million, the story that chronicles my path to impact 1 million people. This is episode 32. Another gorgeous day here in Michigan. I had an absolutely fantastic day today. Everything went really well. So, as I told you before, I got feedback from my accountability partners that the video that I shot for one of my pages, I had the energy of a wet noodle. So one of the things that occurred to me was that when I did shoot the video, because I am trying to do it on the cheaper side, I am functional when it comes to operating a camera. I am functional when it comes to doing audio. But when I did the video, I did everything myself. I set the camera up on the tripod and I tried to frame it out. And I was trying to record the audio and trying to keep in mind, is the camera recording? Is the audio recording? Am I, still in frame? And I was trying to, say all the words that I needed to the camera. Basically, I was doing everything. I was like a one-man crew. And that proved to be extremely difficult. And the reason why I didn't have a lot of energy was because my brain was constantly being distracted. Asking, I didn't know if the audio recorder was still recording or if the batteries went dead. Am I still on the camera? And then I would be talking and like my hand would be in the camera frame 1 second and then I'd frame the next. And it was just a real struggle. And I remember that, I made the command decision that I was going to go ahead and reshoot the video. At first I wasn't going to do it. I was like, it's done. It's over. I checked that box, move on. But basically everybody's feedback was like, the video, Cliff, low energy. You got to replace it. You got to do something with it. So yesterday, I remember that I was walking around and I was thinking to myself, man, if I was in California, there's like 2 or 3 people that I could contact that I know could help me do the video on the cheap side. But I'm not in California. I'm in Michigan. So, it's like too bad that I don't know anybody here. But then it occurred to me that I do know somebody here. I was actually shocked. My best friend, Matt, his nephew, Alex, he sent me over some of his demo reels and stuff to look at, and I gave him some feedback on. Anyways, this is what he does. He's a video guy. He's an editor guy. So I reached out to him, and he was available today to help me shoot, which was awesome. And I told him, I said, great. I said, this is what I'm looking for as far as, equipment goes and audio goes. And as long as we can get that, I'm happy. We just need a location to shoot. He found a location that him and I could shoot at. We got access to it for free, which was even better. We go in there and we get everything set up and I put my clothes on, because obviously I'm not going to wear a t-shirt while I'm shooting this video, but I got my clothes on and started to shoot the video. And what was really cool about it was the fact that my energy level was up. I mean, I was on it, and it was amazing how clear my brain was and how fresh I felt in. And it was just nice because, even though, he's there and I guess I have an audience while I'm trying to perform in front of the camera. But the good news is I didn't have to worry about operating the camera. I didn't have to worry about doing the audio equipment or was I in the frame or anything else like that, because he was right there. He was managing all that stuff for me. So I could stay focused on my task. And it reminded me of the 30-day challenge that I took. The very first week of the class, there was actually a very specific lesson that was called Who, Not How. And what they were talking about here is that an entrepreneur, whenever you start like any kind of a new endeavor and you're going down the path, at some point in time, you're going to run across something that you just do not know how to do. So then you've got a choice. You can either figure out how to do it yourself, or you can figure out who can do it for you. And the story before, and I heard that and I've read this before in the 1% Solution, but if you always choose the how path, how is where dreams go to die. How is where businesses go to die, because people spend all of this time trying to figure out how to do something. And they burn time and they're learning another skill, and they just, continue to go and go and go. And at some point in time, they hit a brick wall and they lose their steam, they lose their energy, and they just kind of don't do it anymore. Whereas if you know the who, for that matter, that can actually do it for you, then you can keep moving on to doing other things. And so, I reminded me that, even though that I can, the how, operating the camera, even though that I can do that, it's not my specialty, it's not my strength. And the more important thing for me to focus on was delivering the content, delivering the story, being the guy in front of the camera, and that's where my efforts had to be focused. So, I was glad that Alex was available today for us to be able to do that. I was very excited. We did, actually, to tell you the truth, I nailed it on the first take. I was very happy with it, like right off the bat. We could have stopped there, but I told Alex, I said, hey, let's do some more takes. So I've got some more footage to work with. So we did 7 takes in total, and there was about 3 of them that were really good. And then afterwards, we were reviewing the footage and the audio from it. And there was like a little bit of a hissing sound for the audio part. And I'm thinking, great, there's one more problem I have to solve. But once again, it's who, not how. And Alex says, well, I think I know something. So he sat down on my computer. He showed me a couple of things that got rid of that hissing sound. That was like absolutely great. And I had to laugh because there was the lesson. Once again, it's who, not how. If you want to keep going, then always focus on the who. Who can solve this problem? Who can help me to get this done versus the how, having to learn how to do it myself. So because, Alex just knew how to solve the problem and he told me how to do it, that has probably spared me at least 3 hours trying to figure out online how to get rid of this hissing sound. So now I can just focus on putting the video together, getting it done, and getting it posted online. And then, with the rest of the checklist that I have to do, everything should be done as far as like the feedback from the accountability people and what they told me to do. Everything should be done and ready to go for tomorrow. So I'm super stoked about that. Everything really came together at the end. I'm very happy with how everything is going. And I'm looking forward to launching this, getting it out there, and seeing what is happening, which is probably going to be another who, not how decision. Anyways, just wanted to share that story with you. I hope you all are doing well. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in Michigan. I'm very happy about that. I love seeing clouds in the sky. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you mañana. See you then.